Welcome back to the MLG Play 2K series, the first one ever for Call of Duty Ghosts. We're watching the next matchup with Cursed Las Vegas, and the first map of the series is going to be Domination on Strike Zone, one of my favorite maps in Call of Duty Ghosts, and I absolutely love how this plays out for Domination. So what you're going to see teams do in terms of strategy is they want to lock down A and they want to lock down C. Of course, if the situation calls for it, you can push into the B flag area, but ideally, the setup you want is AC. It makes it so easy to lock down, especially if you just hold down the outside pro shot. You could easily make a rotation from flag to flag. But Miracles is on your screen now. If you're wondering who they're playing against, they're playing against Denial, Fatalize, Complex, Flawless, and Foreplay. And Miracles off the start, he's able to find a couple of kills here near the C flag. Has to watch out because when you're pushing from that area of the map, the other team's main spawn is going to be inside the pro shop. But as they're moving in for the A and B flag, looks like they're going to be able to capture both of them. Now, obviously, this is not the ideal setup, but they can lock it down for a good amount of time until Denial make a move. Because what Curse are going to do here is they're going to put more emphasis on holding down the A flag, because that's the more important one on this flag. So, in essence, they want to try to force Denial into over-committing to a B push. So when they send, 2-3 guys in for the B flag, they're going to, of course, maybe have Parasite here try to defend it, but while that's going on, they're going to be making a push for the C flag. And worst case scenario, I mean, they're able to hold off B and maybe die off C. But the ideal trade is that they want to trade the B flag for the C flag. When that happens, they just sit on the outside parts of the map, lock down mid stairs, lock down top bridge, C flag, one on A, and essentially just trap Denial inside the B flag. But right now, Curse, they're doing a good job holding down A and B, and there you guys, they start losing members inside the B flag. Here comes Miracles trying to make a push onto the C flag, but he got taken out in the meantime. They just lost the B flag, and now you see them doing exactly this. They're trying to take control of Pro Shop. This is the first thing they have to do. If they're able to take this out, this is going to mess with the spawn points. This is going to force the other team to spawn over near the B flag. Stainville, he's cutting off the pro shop while his teammates are currently on the C flag. Nice shot from Stain, taking out Wallets, but he has to rotate back to the A flag. Now Curse, they had their ideal setup. They had the flags that they want to lock down. You see, he's going to push up, sees them coming from the outside kitchen area, just trying to stay alive. If you're looking at the minimap, doesn't have the best support from his teammates, so they're still rotating from the outside parts of the map. A flag is going to contest. That's going to be 3 down right now for Curse. Here comes Parasite, finds one, can't get the second. They are going to lose the A flag, and now we're going to see how Curse decides to respond. The slide for Miracles won't be able to get inside the kitchen, and right now, as it stands, it is a 10-point lead for Curse Las Vegas. There's your scoreboard. So the main slayer looks like it's going to be Complex from Denial, and I'm going to switch over to them now. In fact, I want to take a look at what Foreplay is doing. It's been quite some time since we've seen him in these high competitive environments, but he's got a very solid roster behind him. If you remember Complex from the old VVV squad, very good placing at the Dallas event as well as Call of Duty Championships. And you got Fatalize, he was also on the original Curse team at Dallas. And then you have Wallace, he was on SOAR for Dallas. So all these guys, they've placed in the money before. They have a good amount of experience under their belt, and they brought this to nearly a tied game, but they just lost the B flag, which, they should be fine about. They should be okay. They got beat. We don't really want to push it. What we want is to go over to the C flag. This is an AC map. And just being able to control those 2 points, I talked about it a bit earlier, but you could just manipulate the spawns so much in your favor, just forcing the B inside the kitchen at all times. Now Fatalize is making a move for the C flag, but here comes Curse. They're pushing for the A flag. Fatalize, he gets taken off the C. It is neutral, and they just lost A as well. Now it's going to be Complex trying to make something happen over near C. He is able to pick up a kill, but you just saw Curse. They were able to take control of the A flag, so they just traded A for C, but this is always going to favor Curse since they have the lead right now. They're going to keep gaining those points. As you see, I think that was Miracles who was on top of the pro shop. Foreplay gets taken out inside B. As now a minute remaining, you're going to see Denial. They just want to capture a flag here. It doesn't matter if it's A, it doesn't matter if it's B. They just want to try to close the gap between them and Curse. And now you see Nameless, he's going to call them the Night Owl kill streaks coming into play here for Curse as they are starting to build themselves a bit of a lead. They're up by 15 points with 45 seconds remaining. You see the AI bot, the support squad mate. He could do some damage. I was actually watching a video with High Society. I'm sure you guys all saw it, but the AI bot clutched around for them, and so they could definitely do some work around the map. But Not looking good for the Nile here as they just lost C flag. They are trying to capture A to try to limit the amount of points that Curse could get, and they will be able to cap it with 20 seconds remaining. But going into the half, it looks like they're going to be down by around 16, 17 points. And there you see the support guys lighting it up in the kill feed. I think the AI bots just picked up 3 straight kills there. As there you go, the final score 93 to 66. A 27 point lead. I was off by 10, I think. Poor math skills, but regardless, Curse Las Vegas, they come out strong in the first half of domination here on Strike Zone. Now, the one thing that is pretty unfortunate for Curse is you saw them start to acquire all these streaks and the final minute and a half of the game, and they had to use them all right there, as in Call of Duty Ghosts, we don't have that option of switching sides mid-game like Black Ops 2 implemented, so we have to physically end the game. Now, Curse Las Vegas, they lose all their score streaks, and we're going to start this one back up. So Denial, they're going to be able to start off the next half on an even footing, And now that I think they're going to be spawning on the more favored side, I wasn't paying too much attention. I did spawn in late, but if they're spawning A side, that is the more favored side, as at the immediate start of the round, you could toss stuns, you can toss lethals to do some damage as soon as the other team pushes onto that C flag. So whoever's spawning A, I'm looking for them to be more of the aggressors, at least off the beginning sides. And let's go to Ghost and see who's it going to be. So yeah, Denial, they are on the more favored side. And keep in mind, your lethal grenades, they can't pick up kills within the first 10 seconds. They can still do some damage, but they won't do enough to pick up kills. So you see Complex, he actually has a double frag grenade class out. And there you see he's going to bombard the C flag, so trying to triple nade it to take him off. Does he connect with anything? He does not, but trying to defend the pro shop. Very important spot to hold in. Actually, wallbang there onto Stainville as he cleans up that kill, finding one more top bridge. They were able to capture the A flag, and they lost by a total of 27 points. So keep that in the back of your head. Right now, technically, the score is 31 to 2. So that's the way you want to look at it here. Kills being made in favor of Denial, as it looks like they are going to be pushing for the B flag. I think right here they just want to try to force Curse's hand. As they take the second flag, if they hold 2 flags for the entire game, of course they're going to win. But now you see B flag, it takes over the spawns. They're spawning inside of the kitchen. And now they're going to be losing the A flag. They have to make such a tough rotation to back to their home A flag, as you really don't have much position to work with. Complex has to make these important kills. Finds one. Can he get the second? Yes, he can. That's 3 down right now for Curse Las Vegas. Big plays from Complex to defense. Can he make the third? Yes, he can, as he connects with the headshot onto Namus. Now, you see on the minimap, look how aggressive these Denial guys are being. They have Curse pinned back over near the pro shop. 3 straight kills made for Denial. They are starting off so strong here in the second half of Domination Strike Zone. Still trying to put pressure onto the C flag. Let's go over to Lawless. He's around the same position that Complex is in. It's going to be Foreplay getting cleaned up top bridge. But Lawless, he's going to have to rotate back, stay alive at this B flag. As you see his teammates, as they spawn up inside the kitchen with them, they're going to rotate back to A. And kind of the setup you want when you're holding A, B is you definitely want a heavier focus on the A flag. B is not as important, and unfortunately, they will lose control of the A flag. As now you see Denial, they are spawning inside the kitchen. There are only 3 ways to get out of here. Of course, Curse Las Vegas, it's a 4-man team. So essentially, you get one person watching each exit, as well as one person just kind of playing safety in the middle map, ready to rotate to any home flag when the situation calls for it. As you see, Complex, he's forced to back up. He can't really push out of this area. Meets up with one player. That will be Parasite. Takes him out. So this creates an opening around the map. And that mid player for Curse Vegas, now he's rotating over to C. Parasite's going to take over in the middle map off his respawn. And it's just going to be a constant rotation from the Curse guys. Now, Curse, they're in a phenomenal position, as right now it's essentially a tied up game, right? And going into the second half, Vegas were up by 27 points. So every 5 seconds that passes, Curse Las Vegas become closer and closer to winning the map. Fatalize, he's got position here at the C flag, but now this team takes out 2. He should make a move for the capture here. You got Foreplay, he's locking down the top bridge. Fatal now going to begin the capture over to C, but 2 of his teammates get taken out. B flag might be lost here. Looking under the truck towards Pro Shop. C flag is definitely neutral, but they're probably going to lose me in the process. Look at the spawns. Now, under 2 minutes remaining, they have to go for A flag. It's a very tough call to make, since now you see that Curse, since they captured B, that's going to be the more dominant spawn. So Denial, they need to pick up maybe one cycle of kills, force them to spawn out, and good job there. They were able to pick up 2. If Complex is able to get the 3rd here, unfortunately he was unable to, but then that would kind of spark the push B, the catalyst for them to make a move for A, but they're going to cut their losses, capture B, with now less than a minute 30 remaining in the game. Denial are currently down by 31 points. You could get 36 in 1 minute of holding a 3-cap. Wow, it's big plays by him. It's an even trade by both teams. Oh, it's taking fire from the pro shop. He gets taken out. As now that push is thwarted for the time being. Complex doing work in the middle of the map. Just took out Stainville as his teammates fend off the aggression near B, but they're losing the C flag. Complex, only person in position. It might go neutral here. He's going to have to recap this. There you go. He loses C, picks up the kill regardless. But it was actually captured, completely captured by Curse Las Vegas, and that might seal the deal right there. Only 50 seconds remaining. I don't think there's enough time on the clock for Denial to come back into this game. Curse Las Vegas, they are going to take map number 1 in the best of 3 series. Take a look at the scoreboard. Parasite, even though he's 2-11, his team are going to walk away with the victory. As you see, Complex doing some great work in the Slayer department. 13-17, 11 for 7 for Miracles. Stainville right behind him at 12-13, so even though it might look like Denial, they outside their opponents. They lose the second half, and they lose the overall map. Curse Las Vegas looking so strong, and I'm not sure. I haven't been able to look at the bracket, but I think it'd be pretty crazy to see a Curse Las Vegas versus Curse New York Grand Finals for the first 2K series. That'd be so fitting. But there you go, the final scoreboard as Curse Las Vegas, they take map number 1. And Denial, now the pressure is on them. Their tournament life is on the line. And these best of 3 series, they work so quick. As you see, Nameless in the round ending kill cam. Grip red dot on his Remington. 4 perks to use. As there you see the final scores once again. 6 captures by Fatalize. Doing some great objective work, but they weren't able to lock onto the flags as much as they would have liked to. But map number 2, we're going to search and destroy, and this is going to be Denial's chance to tie the series up and force game number 3. We're going to commercial break, but when we come back, search and destroy between Curse Las Vegas and Denial right after this.